I have got a super exciting announcement. I'm hosting a free workshop called Transform Your Inner Dialogue: 5 Steps to Change How You Talk to Yourself. And in this workshop, I'm going to teach you meditation and journaling techniques to shift your inner dialogue from self-critical to self-empowering. By the end of this workshop, you will have the tools and 5 actionable steps to nurture a positive, compassionate, and motivating inner voice. To attend this workshop live, it is going to be October 10th, 2023 at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be a 60-minute workshop. So you might be wondering, well, is this something that I should attend? How do I know if this is right for me? Well, are you tired of the constant chatter in your mind putting yourself down? Are you feeling held back by self-doubt and self-criticism? Are you ready to embrace a more positive, confident, and empowered version of yourself? If you nodded yes to any of those, this workshop is for you. So you might be wondering, why this workshop? Well, my unique interactive approach ensures that you don't just learn, you experience the transformation. With a blend of education, meditation, journaling, and group discussions, you'll leave the workshop again with 5 actionable steps to continue your journey towards positive self-talk. I really hope that you can join me. Space is limited, so please enroll today if you're interested. Go to www.adriancrowley.com/self-talk workshop, and you can just go there, click on the button that says reserve your spot now. Actually, there's a few buttons: reserve your spot now, join now, register now. Just click on any of them. It'll bring you to that Zoom registration page. The workshop is going to be on Zoom. Throw your information in, get signed up, and we will jam all things positive self-talk, transformation of your inner dialogue. I hope you can join me. Again, that's October 10th, 2023, 6 p.m. Pacific, and it is a 60-minute workshop. I hope to see you there. Hey there, I'm Adrian, your go-to guide on this empowering journey to self-love and authenticity. I've transformed my own struggles into strengths, and now I help others navigate their path to their inner knowing and create personal fulfillment. On this show, we're not shying away from tough conversations. We're diving headfirst into topics like self-worth, overcoming limiting beliefs, challenging societal norms, and creating a life that's not just successful, but truly fulfilling. We're all about blending heartfelt, soul-searching chats with practical, actionable strategies. Think of this podcast as your trusty compass on the path to your most authentic life, mixed with a cozy fireside chat with a dear friend. Ready to uncover your true self and lead a life that's in sync with your deepest desires? You're in the right place, friend. Welcome to the Live Your Truth, Love Your Life podcast. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Live Your Truth, Love Your Life. I'm still on the road, so I just want to make that caveat that I may pick up some different background noise, and we're just going to try and get through this. This episode is a little extra special for me because it's my birthday. And today I want to share some personal reflections, lessons, and why birthdays can be such transformative milestones. Every year, as the day approaches, I'm reminded of the beauty and significance of life itself. Birthdays are not just about getting a year older, but about the journey, the experiences, and the memories created throughout the year. I have had more than one near-death experience in my life, and every birthday is a reminder that I'm still here. I made it another year. For so many of us, this is an expectation, right? We don't really think about the fact that it's someday we're not going to be here. Let's talk about reflection. Why do I emphasize it? You see, when we stop and look back, we get a clearer understanding of where we've been and what we've learned and how it can shape our future. I often talk about, don't let your past be shackles for you. Don't let it hold you back just because something happened and it didn't work out, or you don't love that chapter in your life. Who cares? It's behind you. But looking back and reflecting, it's like reading a chapter of our own evolving story. Now, I'm a very present-focused and future-driven person. But I do think it's important to reflect on how far we've come, the things we've overcome, and what worked and what didn't. A lot of people do this kind of thing at the new year, but this type of reflection is a big part of my birthday. In my reflection, I am filled with immense gratitude. I mean, isn't it wonderful? Really, another year to dream, to chase those dreams, to fail, to rise, to connect, to love, and to be. Each year offers 365 opportunities to grow. By the way, notice I put failure on that list of things to find gratitude in. Failure is an invitation to begin again. A lot of my failures tend to be from doing something before I was ready. But that attempt becomes information and education to equip me to do better next time. I don't know that we ever feel ready to tackle the big things in life. But I'm a firm believer that whether you feel ready or not, you gotta go for it. And whatever happens, whether it's what you wanted, whether it's not, you learn from it and you go from there. So I also have a tradition on my birthday. I try to go somewhere I've never been or do something I've never done before. Why? Well, for me, it's a reminder of the endless possibilities life presents and how every new experience contributes to our journey. This year, I'm doing the rim to rim to rim hike at the Grand Canyon, also known as R3. I tried this hike last year and it was also on my birthday, and I was having health issues at the time. I probably shouldn't have even tried it, but I did it anyways. I made it down to the Colorado River and I got super sick. So if you've ever been to the Grand Canyon or you know anything about the rim to rim hikes or R3, you're completely unsupported. You have to carry everything that you need. Hopefully the water is running within the canyon, so at least you can fill that up as you go. But it's not like you can just jump in an elevator and get out when the hike isn't going great anymore. Like you have to get yourself out. So when I got pretty sick by the river, I knew unless I wanted to have the possibility of a rescue weighing on my mind, I had to get myself out. So I hiked back out. And rim to river is nothing to bemoan, but this year I want the experience of R3. It's been on my list of dreams for years, so many years, but beyond even last year. And this is the year that dream comes true. This might sound like a fun adventure or maybe horrifically stupid, depending on who you are and what you're into, but there's a deeper lesson in it. We often get caught up in the routine, in what we know and what's comfortable. By pushing myself into new terrain or new experiences, I'm constantly reminded that change is beautiful and that we should always stay curious. The thing is, how many times do you think, I want to do this thing, I want to go to this place? Man, I really hope I get to experience this thing. Next year I'll do that. What if there is no next year? What if this year is the year? Maybe this is the last year that you have on earth. It's a terrible thought, right? Nobody likes to contemplate the idea of dying, but the reality is death comes for all of us. So what are you waiting to do? Stop waiting. You may not have much time left. You could be perfectly healthy and still not have much time left. So I'm not trying to be depressing on my birthday, but the reality is, again, death comes for all of us. So you shouldn't keep thinking, well, I'll do this someday or one day. Plan to make it happen now. So a little backstory, kind of switch gears a little bit. This tradition started when I was a kid, but in a very different form. My Aunt Joni, she used to bring me to try a new food on my birthday every year. I was super picky as a kid, and I was missing out on the deliciousness of life. She stepped in and decided that would be our thing, and I loved it. I looked forward to it. One of my favorites, buffalo chicken, which oddly enough was something I was afraid to try because the sauce was something I tried on my birthday as a kid, and it's, I love it today. So kind of a cool experience. But as I got older, this experience of trying a new food, it evolved into going to new places and doing new things. And truly, this is a sacred week in my life. So before I wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with a little birthday wish for myself and for all of you. May we always find the courage to embrace the new. Cherish every moment, even the bad ones. Learn from every experience. And most importantly, live our truth and love our lives. Because you never know which day will be your last. That's it for today's episode, my friends. Thanks so much for joining me on the Live Your Truth, Love Your Life podcast. To get even more out of today's conversation, don't forget to swing by the show notes and download your freebie. Want to keep the conversation going? I'd love to hear what spoke to you most today. Head on over to my Instagram at Live Your Truth, Love Your Life and drop me a comment. I'm always excited to connect and learn more about you. Remember, the journey towards living your truth and loving your life is a rewarding one. New episodes are dropping each Monday and Thursday, and I can't wait for next time. Until then, have a fantastic week.